What's the difference between fog and haze? Let's start with the most common type, the haze. You probably have seen it a lot in movies or in series. Haze has the characteristics that it adds an atmospheric vibe to your scene, diffuses the light, softens your image, adds texture and makes the light rays visible, so you see where the light is coming from. It creates an overall more exciting look to your image, but be careful, don't use too much haze, then it can look washed out. You have to find a perfect balance, which depends on the room size and your taste. It helps when you swirl the haze throughout the room with any kind of big surface, like a flag or a cardboard. This way the haze gets equally distributed throughout the room. It lasts around 20 to 30 minutes in a room before it disappears again. Haze machines come in different sizes. I use this one here, it's a smaller one, but it works well also for bigger rooms. If you need to fill up a huge space, like a whole church, then you should use a bigger one. But to fill up a relatively big room, this size is perfect. You need only the liquid and power, and now the machine produces haze. If you don't have any power, you can use a generator or buy haze in a can. Here you have only a limited amount of haze, but it's the perfect solution when you don't have any power. Fog is like smoke. It's often used for special effects to imitate smoke from a fire, a hazy forest scene, or a damaged motor, music videos, or something like that. It is a thicker smoke than haze and lasts not as long as haze in the air because of the bigger particles that the fog has compared to the haze. And it moves slowly if you don't have any wind in the scene. The fog machine looks similar but uses a different type of liquid. You can also create a more haze-like look with it by wafting it out with the surface, but it doesn't last as long as an actual haze. I own two fog machines, one with much output, but it requires also a lot of power, and a small tiny one which I can use with the generator outside. But I still prefer haze because it can make your shots more cinematic, and I see more use cases with it. Because of that, if you want to get something like that, I recommend you to start with the haze machine first. A time ago I ordered a gas insect fogger from AliExpress. I think you can get it also from Amazon. I have never tried it until now. I think this is the perfect time for it. If it works, it can be helpful when you can't work with gas cans instead of regular power. The same liquid as for the fog machine comes into this top vessel. And now the gas comes into this vessel down here. And now you have only to light it up like a lighter. And here we go, smoke without electricity. I think it can be dangerous because the liquid is a sort of mineral oil, and the oil can actually burn in the worst case. So you have to be careful with that, but it works. This tool is thought to treat insects with the pesticide on the top vessel, not with fog liquid. If you don't have any fog liquid, mineral oil works too. But as already told you, it's dangerous, man. That's all up to you. If you do it, then at your own risk. And always wear gloves. And that's the little shot we created. And now enjoy the haziness. Let's create.